Learning objectives. After completing this module, learners will be able to understand what is human capital, point out why investment in human capital is important, differentiate between different types of economic activities, understand the link between education and health and the quality of population, differentiate between rural and urban unemployment. People as resource. Overview. People as resource or human resource refers to the workforce possessing skills and abilities to be productive. Human resource is vital to the growth of the economy of a country. Other sources can be used only by the efforts of human resource. Human resource becomes human capital when adequate investments are made in the form of education, training, and medical care. Investment in human capital yields a return like investment in any other resource. It can be observed in all fields. Those who are educated better earn higher than the less educated or illiterate ones. The society also benefits indirectly through the educated people. Educated parents are conscious about their children's education and nutritional. Education and healthcare is their priority. A child with adequate investment on his education and healthcare will be an asset in future. It creates a virtuous cycle of creating a better human capital. On the other hand, lack of education and poor health amongst the uneducated creates a vicious cycle. Uneducated parents make no efforts towards education, health, or hygiene of their children, which forces the future generation to remain poor. The rate of investment in human resources is high in Japan. Therefore, despite lacking enough rich natural resources, Japan is a developed nation. Economic activities by men and women. All activities undertaken to earn money or make profit are called economic activities. Economic activities add value to the national income. They can be categorized as primary, secondary, and tertiary activities. Through primary activities, goods are produced by exploiting nature. Agriculture, poultry farming, fishing, horticulture, animal husbandry, etc. are primary activities. Mining, quarrying, and manufacturing are secondary activities. Natural resources undergo modifications through secondary activities. Trade, transport, communication, banking, tourism, services, insurance, and other services are called tertiary activities. The activities in this sector result in the production of goods and services. Economic activities are also categorized as market activities and non-market activities. When a product or service is offered for a remuneration or profit, it is called market activity. Non-market activities are the production of goods or service for self-consumption. A farmer's act of producing just enough crops for his family is a non-market activity. Similarly, a housewife's job of housekeeping is a non-market activity because she is not selling her services. She is basically taking care of her family members and house. In India, traditionally, there is a division of labor between men and women. While men take over the responsibility of earning for the family, women are assigned the duties of housekeeping. Women are not paid for the work done at home by them. Their work is not accounted in national income. Quality of population. Education. Literacy rate, health, and skills determine the quality of population. While illiterate and unhealthy population is a liability for the economy, literate and healthy population is an asset to the nation. Education aid individual growth, improves the national income, adds to cultural richness and increases the efficiency of governance. The government is making efforts to make education accessible to all students and increase the retention of students in educational institutes. Special attention is paid to girls' education. The government has set up the Navodaya Vidyalaya so that education is accessible to all children. The plan outlay on education in the first plan was rupees 151 crore. It increased to rupees 43,825 crore in the 10th plan. In 1950-51, the expenditure on education was 0.64% of the GDP. It increased to 3.98% of the GDP in 2002-2003. These efforts have paid off well, as the literacy rate of 18% in 1950-51 improved to 74.04% in 2011. According to the Census 2011, the male literacy rate is 82.14%. And female literacy rate is 65.46%. Kerala has the highest literacy rate at 93.91%, followed by Mizoram at 91.58%. The Government of India has launched the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan to make primary level education available to all children between 6 to 14 years. Midday meals are introduced in schools to take care of nutritional needs of children. The government is also focused on vocational education, distant education, convergence of formal, non-formal, distant and IT education institutions. Quality of population. Health. Health. Health is one of the most important components of human resource development. A person can work to his full optimum and efficiency only if he is in good health. Through the National Health Policy, our government makes healthcare, family welfare and nutritional service available to all, especially the underprivileged people. Our government has built a huge health infrastructure and employed vast manpower required for primary, secondary and tertiary care. These measures have brought about considerable improvement in the health standards in our country. Life expectancy increased to 64 years in 2000. And the infant mortality rate dropped to 75 year to 2000 from 147 in 1951. Infant mortality rate is the death of a child under 1 year of age. The government has set up hospitals at many levels to reach out to the people in the interiors of the country. The primary health centers provide general medical care to people in rural areas. Community health centers are set up in tehsils and block-level towns. District hospitals provide healthcare in districts. Medical colleges are established in a good number of cities where doctors specializing in various branches of medical science are present. Unemployment. Unemployment exists when people who are willing to work at the prevailing wage rates cannot find jobs. Working population includes persons in the age of 15 to 59 years. When persons in this age group are not gainfully employed, they are called unemployed. However, those not seeking jobs willingly cannot be called unemployed. In rural India, there is seasonal unemployment and disguised or hidden unemployment. After the harvest season, the requirements of farm laborers is low, due to which they remain without work for some months. It is called seasonal unemployment. Disguised or hidden unemployment occurs when people more than the actual requirement are engaged in a job. If 6 persons are engaged to do a job requiring 4 people, they all appear to be employed, but the extra 2 persons are not making any significant contribution. They are working because they are not gainfully employed elsewhere. They are disguisedly employed. Urban areas face an acute problem of educated unemployment. Even well-educated people are unable to get suitable jobs. According to experts, this situation occurs because of a gap in demand and supply. Consequences of unemployment. 1. Unemployment is an economic and emotional drain on the unemployed person. 2. It is wastage of manpower resource. 3. Unemployed people depend on the working population, which increases economic overload. 4. Unemployment often leads to crime and social unrest. Unemployment in various sectors. Though agriculture is the largest employer in India, of late, people's dependence on agriculture for employment has declined. Due to the seasonal nature of agriculture employment, people migrate to cities in search of permanent employment. New job opportunities appearing in secondary and tertiary sector are not enough to employ the vast army of unemployed in our country. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learnt. People as resource or human resource refers to the workforce possessing skills and abilities to be productive. Human resource becomes human capital when adequate investments are made in the form of education, training, and medical care. All activities undertaken to earn money or make profit are called economic activities. Economic activities can be categorized as primary, secondary, and tertiary activities. Economic activities are also categorized as market activities and non-market activities. Literacy rate, health, and skills determine the quality of a population. Education aids individual growth, improves the national income, adds to cultural richness, and increases the efficiency of governance. Health is one of the most important components of human resource development. Unemployment exists when people who are willing to work at the prevailing wage rates cannot find jobs. When persons in the age group of 15 to 59 are not employed gainfully, they are called unemployed. In rural India, there is seasonal unemployment and disguised or hidden unemployment. Disguised or hidden unemployment occurs when people more than the actual requirement are engaged in a job. Unemployment is an economic and emotional drain on the unemployed person. Though